Everybody, this is Samuel Light. I just want to add a little something to your afternoon as you're riding home and maybe even sitting at your table right now, smoking your spliff. I just concern myself with things that other people don't concern themselves about. Like, for instance, why is it that we, after all these hundreds of years of being on this continent, we have not achieved any equality? We haven't achieved any freedom or anything that was promised when all these slaves were set free, supposedly. And so I started reading some different things and looking into the reason behind it. It has to be a reason. We always settle for less as a people. We settle for less, and we wonder why. No matter what we do, the non-blacks' hands are always in our business. That's because we're doing business with them in every aspect of life, no matter what you do. For instance, something so simple. You own a car lot. So the money you invest in the vehicles, you sell that. But the manufacturer happens to be, that's right. So you get it. So we're going to do this often, just like that. Okay. So also, you go to school to start your own business. For financing, you go to, exactly. And in doing that, we give power back to each and every time. So, just for anybody who's just tuning in, if I do this, white people. That's all. So I'm not going to have to talk about that anymore. If you don't know, you'll learn that this means white people. Right. So each and everything that we do here on Peep Game is going to be about us and why we complain about things that we can do something about, but yet we keep depending on no matter what we do. See, you can make it as easy or hard as you want to. We can reconfigure this several different times or different ways, but it's all going to come back around to the point that everything we do is going to benefit exactly until we do something about it. Now see, we have the ability to think like, but that don't make us, right? Everybody talks about being woke as if they were asleep. Okay, so let's go with that. The being the sleep part, you were asleep. So that's what I want to do. Peep Game. I'm going to give you some information, but I'm only going to give you a little information at a time, so you'll actually be able to think about it. So the next time. So we're going to start like this. Freedom cannot be achieved in the United States of America by black people if you're waiting for to say you're free. Talk is cheap. Listen, something real quick. I'm not going to go into a long-winded situation with you, but I'm going to tell you this. It's something that you can look up. Do some work. In the 1800s, when they amended the Constitution, they included it in the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment that those particular amendments were meant for the children and grandchildren of former slaves, and how the government was going to take care of them until they can take care of themselves. In 1868, they changed that to include all people. So there was no reason for them to hold strong to something they said that was specifically for black people, because they needed to have this to cover their behind. So they made the whole, even the civil rights thing, they made it theirs. They included them. They included themselves. They included people that look like them and less people that look like us. So the influx of other immigrants like the Chinese, the Italian, all that played a part of all that. So it just pushed the black people who are actually the cog in the machine. We're the machine that makes it work. So they couldn't sign an agreement that says we're free, because without us, their machine doesn't move forward. But if we know that, doesn't that give you a special sort of power? Gives you some sense of knowing that how important you actually are in their working. See, so they deny our people several things, and over the years it's okay, a little bit at a time, we're going to make you feel as if you're one of us. Yeah, a simulation. That's what a simulation is. You feel like you're one of us. So you've been trying to get to our schools. Come on. Gonna let you go into the school. Oh, you trying to be a lawyer? Come on. Yeah. All those different things that you're fighting for. Yeah, because see, that's just a little bitty thing. Because see, if I got you working for my law firm, guess what? I got you working for me, right? If your ideas, if you're working in tech, and your ideas are your ideas, and you sign this non-disclosure, and you with this big company, oh, you getting this big money, but guess what? They own you. Everything that you think, you have no independence. You still being owned. See, it doesn't matter if you're trying to free yourself from being a slave. You have to truly do that. Don't say something and not be ready to do it. You have to be ready to do that. It's important. It's just real easy. Take it slow with you. I know I'm jumping around, but everything interrelates. If you're paying attention, no matter what you do, you're having to interact. So it's chess, not checkers. We have to understand something else. If you know that you have the ability to control the ebb and flow of finance as far as somebody else being in control, why not just take total control? Everybody, February, power to the people, all of that. It's February. And so some people just black in February. See, so you don't recognize the struggle is something that's every day. Right now, no matter what you do, are all in your business. Got their hand all in your business. Now you can change that easily, real easy, by resolving, make it your resolution to support black business, to create black business, to be a part of a national and international movement to put yourself, your children in a position where they can benefit from something that you've decided to do. As time goes on, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be on Exclusively Black that are going to share their information and how you too can push everybody else other than yourself out of what's going on. We have the technology. We even have the funding. If we can get enough of these brothers and sisters to pool their resources together, specifically, man, they sending hundreds of millions of dollars to the Ukraine, and our people starving to death. And the greatest thing about it, they want, as long as they're being entertained, listen, man, they even turning dope dealing into entertainment all over TV. Shake the booty, sell the dope, kill the nigga, all those things on TV. And we buying into it. Matter of fact, we have brothers and sisters making so much money exploiting themselves. It's ridiculous. But it's the money, because we never had money. So now we're trying to build up the wealth that we didn't have then. I get all of that. But when do we understand that all of our actions or inactions are going to affect children, their children? The options they're given are given by, and they are. We had the ability to do that, but yet we're waiting for something that's already built. We're waiting for them to give us permission to be free. That's all I see. We're waiting for them to give us permission to be free. So freedom is something that's just a fairy tale. The Three Bears are more realistic than freedom in America. No matter what you do, the pink people got their hand in your business. What are you going to do about it? We're going to talk about resolutions. Tune in. Thank you for listening.